I am athletic director at Santa Paula High School. I am here today to provide you with a brief update as it pertains to Santa Paula High School, particularly the athletic side. I'm sure there's questions out there, a lot of questions, and people have concerns. And we're using this platform here to hopefully try to provide you guys with some information, at least to the best of our knowledge at this point. As you know, we're all experiencing this COVID, this pandemic, unprecedented, not good times, but we're doing everything in our efforts to be able to move forward and or at least prepare for the upcoming season. So before I go forward, I'd like to go take a step back and kind of fill you in on where we've been and what we've been doing. Nothing's changed in terms of the planning phase behind the scenes. We continue progressing, working our scheduling. Our fall scheduling is done. And by that I mean we have planned and prepared for full seasons until we're told otherwise, which has not happened. So contractual obligations and everything behind the scenes has remained the same, as has scheduling. Obviously, this summer has been impacted, in which normally, traditionally, we'd be operating 12 summer programs at the moment. Obviously, we're still not permitted back on campus in our facility, so practices at this moment are at a complete stop. Going forward, we have created a coaching committee put together of coaches in which we developed a plan to present to our district in hopes of consideration for moving forward with practices, at least in a phase one type of format, which is very little contact and following guidelines presented to us by CIF and the National Federation of High School Sports. On top of, in combination with the Ventura County Football Coaches Association. So we've been merging a lot of documents, coming up with a plan, obviously in the three phases. It was put together, submitted to the district for last night's board meeting. For those of you that tuned in, the board voted 5-0 to accept our plan to allow us to move into a phase one with practices. Again, before I go forward with any practice of athletics of any kind, I want to make sure that everybody fully understands that student safety and the safety of coaches and everybody involved is of primary number one importance. We will not move forward unless we can do so in a safe manner. So our plan, phase one, consists of small pods of student athletes working with coaches. Again, it'll be an optional capacity, strictly voluntary. It won't be mandatory. It won't be held against student athletes, but it is our hope to kind of just get the kids out and help us organize and plan and coordinate and at least get some plyo and some agilities going in preparation for the season, if, again, there is a season. Right now, from the district standpoint, we got approval, but before we move forward with any practices, our district is going to be waiting on approval and permission from the Ventura County Public Health Department before we are able to move forward and start phase one of our plan. So until that happens, we'll be in communication. I'll let you guys know, definitely through our coaches, and we'll have some meetings because there will be some things that we will have to take into consideration before we hit the field. Again, one thing I could share with you guys is that practices will not be as accustomed to as we're used to doing in the past. There's going to be some restrictions, some of which include monitoring, and as students walk in, there's a process for them to get on the field. So this stuff will be all ironed out as the plan gets approved and as we get the dates set. In terms of CIF, CIF will be releasing dates on July 20th as to what's exactly going to happen with the season. Again, we don't know. There could be a season. There could not be a season. There could be a condensed season, and that's, again, to be determined. July 20th will be that date in which CIF makes the determination, and their stance on the season essentially comes down to it's up to the districts to decide what they want to do. CIF will not move forward unless schools are prepared and ready for action. So again, guys, as we move through this, I want you to know that we're working hard to bring back some normalcy to the best of our ability, considering the circumstances. As you know, COVID shifts from week to week. Early June, we were looking good, and the second week of June, third week, we had a spike in the county, and more so in Santa Paula. So we got to consider these things. We might come out with the phase one, and it could be pushed back because something's happening. So There's going to have to be some flexibility, but our goal is, again, to get our student athletes back on the practice fields as soon as possible, but also in a safe manner. So that's what we have going. We continue meeting with coaches weekly, either via Zoom or weekly updates, keeping them updated on what's going on. At the moment, a couple things that you could be doing on your end, student athletes out there listening, is number one, athletic clearances. Please visit the athletic website, sphsathletics.org, and at least knock out the home campus section. Get yourself into the system. And the second thing you could be doing is physicals. Athletic physicals are a must. There is waivers that CIF allows for a 30-day waiver. However, you will still need a physical after that 30 days expires. So we have partnered up with Identity Medical Group, Dr. Mike Tushla. If you call 805-525-2121, he is doing physicals. I believe he is charging $15, and he's got a limited number of slots available per day. So please feel free to call Identity Medical Group to schedule a physical appointment, or you can also reach Dr. White at White Chiropractic in Main Street. Number there is 805-525-1132. He is also doing athletic physicals in the meantime. So those are two people that you can use. And of course, you can always go to any other medical facility or your own private doctor, whichever you choose. But these are things that we could be doing in preparation for practices and the season. Again, I thank you for your time. Just a brief update for you guys. If you have any questions, you can always reach me at 805-525-4400, extension 22702, or by email at dguzman@santapaulaunified.org. Again, brief update. I look forward to bringing more as the information becomes available. As always, just want to say, everybody, hang in there, guys. We're with you. We're trying hard, and we look forward to seeing everybody, because we definitely miss you guys, and we're ready to go. So thank you once again, and go Cardinals.